Okie dokie, boys and girls. So, this was my warm-up set for a little push day. And it's gonna be a little bit like a deja vu. You've already been in this place before. And I'm not talking about the training room because, well, I'm in this place every day. I'm more so talking about the contents of the workouts. I think they're gonna be exactly the same or mostly the same as last time. And, well, I always do the same exercises, but usually there is some kind of variation on how I approach it. However, this time, I kind of want to see if last time's workout, if it worked, if it gave me results, if it made me stronger. And the best way to see if a workout is giving you results, in my opinion, is to just sometimes do it again, right? And see if you have any kind of improvement. So for me, last time I did 5 sets of planche holds of 20 seconds, right? And when I wasn't able to hold the full planche anymore, I dropped down to straddle, I dropped down to tuck planche. But in any case, I went to 20 seconds. And when I did that workout, I was only able to do 10 seconds of full planche on the first set, which is fucking bad for me, because I used to be able to do 17 seconds. But that's not the point. The point is, if I am able to do any more than that this time, it means that I'm getting stronger again. So for today, anything of a full planche of 12 seconds, would be a success. 11 seconds even, but let's aim for 12, I just want to see those little improvements. If I didn't improve, I might have to rest longer in between workouts or, not do a less intense workout in between as well. But just doing the same workout right now and seeing if there is any improvement will allow me, or it will teach me if what I've been doing is working. And that's not only the case if you're maxing out in your workouts, but also just if you have a normal workout, right, and you do it again, and it feels easier, or you're able to add reps or seconds to your sets, right, or you're able to do more sets, basically it means that you're improving. It means that you're getting stronger. As long as you're able to get a PR within your workout somewhere, right, that means that you're getting stronger. Not only just a PR of all time, right, but for this specific workout, am I able to do better than last time? That's kind of what you have to look at. And if that's the case, it's working. If not, you have to adjust something, whether it be recovery or the training you were doing. Maybe you have to do more, maybe you have to do less, right? Something like that along those lines, but repeating the workout is the key to finding out if it's gonna work, Don't be afraid of repetition, is basically what I'm trying to say. Repetition will teach you a lot. So I'm gonna rest up a little bit more and then get started to do 5 sets of 20 seconds on the full planche. 1 set every 10 minutes, so it will be a lot of rest time, but it will be fun nonetheless. I know this will be fun because I've done this workout 2 times in the past couple days, one for push, one for pull, and oh boy, I haven't had this much fun in a long time, so today I'm looking forward to it as well. Alright, 12 seconds, check. I'm not fully recovered yet, I don't believe that in the slightest, but still getting stronger. So what I'll do next time is probably have one lighter workout and then get back into a workout like this, because I do think it's working. There's no way it's not gonna work, right? I mean, what the fuck? 5 sets of 20 seconds, just holding on for dear life. Holding on for a dear... Okay, I'm sorry, but you get what I'm saying, right? Let's do 4 more sets. Holy shit, my biceps. Okay, I'm gonna try and add some dynamic holds as well in the set. Holy shit. That's so fucking intense. Dynamic holds is basically where you use a bit of momentum to get even just one moment into a higher progression of the planche. If you're basically struggling to achieve the next progression from tuck planche to advanced tuck or from advanced tuck to straddle, use a bit of momentum to get even in a position for only 0.1 seconds. But the fact that you're doing 0.1 seconds compared to 0 is an infinite improvement. That's what's gonna get you closer to the next progression. So that's why I quite like these. And for me, it's just a means or a way to have more hold time in the progression I want in the full planche or whatever, right? So I'm gonna do this for the next couple sets as well and enjoy this training. I'm listening to my favorite album at the moment, Post-Human Survival Error by Bring Me the Horizon. It's a fucking fun training, boys, believe me. Okay, last set. This has been a wild ride because I'm not fully recovered from last workout yet, so the stamina is not there. But in this last set, I'm just gonna do static holds only, no dynamic stuff, and that's gonna be it for the holds. It's gonna be fucking tough. I do say static holds, but that's more so like what's left over of it because all my power has been gone already. But Kingslayer is playing, so let's go. Let's move on to some accessories. Okay, so my shoulders are fucking destroyed. I don't know if the lighting is good to be honest, but like this bulk, the front delt, it just feels like it's gonna explode. I mean, 73.8 kilograms, guys. I'm not light anymore. Only 1.2 kilos to go, and it sounds crazy to even say that, but we have gained 4 kilos, I guess? 4 kilos on the bulk. Like, I'm pretty fucking happy with that, you know? Finally, the weight is starting to pack on again, and you see me moving the camera towards the fucking front lever bar because I'm doing my grease the groove front lever holds in between. But the main part of the push workout has been over, so I'm gonna do one set of grease the groove front lever hold here, then do my accessories, and then do another hold, just at the end of the training. Right. Accessories today is gonna be the same as last time. Supinated push-ups in lean planche on the floor. This is gonna activate my biceps. This is gonna get some blood flowing through my forearms, even though they don't feel stiff today, so we're definitely getting adapted. But of course, I'm not gonna take 10 minutes in between each sit there. Instead, I'm gonna do one sit every 4 minutes. So I use the lines in my mat here to measure the distance between my hands and my feet, so I can measure how much I'm leaning. You know, the more I lean forward, the more difficult this exercise will become. And basically, you know, that's how I'm gonna measure the intensity of this exercise. So let's go, 10 to 20 reps. Probably more like close to 10, because now I know how far I have to lean. You know, last time I used 5 lines, so I'll do something similar. And yeah, that's it. Let's go. Alright, that's enough. Whew. Only 2 sets, but the purpose of these accessories is not to destroy yourself. They're there to help you, you know, accessories. They're helping you to get stronger in the weak areas. They help you to get blood into the muscle and recover faster. They are not meant to destroy you, you know. Oftentimes what people do is, let's say you're training planche, they'll do the planche workout and then they'll do accessories, you know, weighted dips, handstand push-ups, pull-ups, push-ups, whatever you can imagine, everything that's not the planche basically. And what you're doing is not accessories, what you're doing is you're wasting your energy, you're wasting your recovery that you can use towards the planche, right? When you do accessories, make sure that it directly benefits the planche. If you're doing handstand push-ups, you might think to yourself, well, it helps because it's making my shoulders stronger. Well, the planche is already doing that for you, in the correct position even. If you're doing dips, you're thinking, well, my triceps are gonna be stronger, you know. The planche will get you enough tricep strength. The tricep is not the limiting factor in the planche, you know. So when you do accessories, make sure that it's either a planche movement, right? Or it's a movement that's directly gonna benefit your weak spots, the muscles that are actually holding you back, you know, the muscles that don't get enough work in the planche, but are needed. For example, you know, you can do exercises for your bicep tendons, or you can do exercises for your forearms, for your grip, right? Those are not worked that much directly in the planche, or they are worked in the planche, but it's difficult to get them strong enough through the planche only. So when it comes to the shoulders, you know, that is the limiting factor of the planche, right? And it's not really, you know, the case that if you don't do any other shoulder work, that your shoulders are going to be too weak. No, your shoulders are always going to be the limiting factor, or your biceps, right? And it's basically up to you to do as much planche as possible to get them strong for the planche. But, you know, wasting energy on other stuff is not going to help you. So that's one important part about accessories that, you know, a lot of people get wrong, in my opinion, is they just try to do so many exercises, right, outside of their actual training goal. But anyway, that's it for today's workout. Next push workout will be a bit of a lighter one so that I can recover. But I definitely feel like I'm heading in the right direction with this kind of workout, this kind of training. 5 sets, just balls to the wall, horse cocking stuff. That's up my alley, so I'm gonna continue doing that. And yeah, that's it for today. I'm gonna have a shower, have some breakfast. I'm sure that doesn't surprise you. But I'll see you tomorrow for another pull day. My body is fucking sore, so tomorrow's pull day is gonna be a bit of a lighter one as well, I believe, but nonetheless very fun.